Hello and welcome to Final Boss Fight. My name is Jeff and I'm the Keeper of Arcane Lore as we return to Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm joined by a full team of investigators this evening.
Woo!
I'm joined by Robin.
Hello.
I'm joined by Stanza.
Hello.
I'm joined by Brian Croy Dragon.
Hello, and may the power of Akhenaten protect us.
And we're very delighted to welcome back Ben, the quest giver.
Hello, and may the Smith help us. I'm, I don't know, everyone's showing
Oh,
things off today.
We've got
Akhenaten and the Smith, truly
I
great
mean
powers at work.
I could get one as well, but the problem is it's Cthulhu.
Uh,
Um, so I believe it's Robin, you're giving the recap
hmm.
for this evening, so take it away.
Yes, if I can read my bloomin' handwriting. Um, so we go to the British Museum and find the location of Misr
Misr.
House, which is on Walton on the Naze. We go to investigate the rope maker at the docks, and we find the boat, the Ivory Wind, from the photos we found of in Jackson Eliza's crime scene. Um, and there's crates being carried on. People guard the warehouse, um, and they are disguised as sailors. Zoe causes distraction to see if they can see what's in the crates, and we notice that there's a label direct under the Kenya thing, label saying Kenya, directing them to Hu Fang in China. Uh, Contents seem to be machine parts. Um, we find more crates. Yeah, we find that these crates are going to Shanghai, and the boat is leaving tomorrow after talking to people in the pub. We decide to investigate the Ivory Wind, and Zoe snipes the guards out while tranquilizing them, making them go sploosh in the water. Uh, all of the cargo of the Ivory Wind seems to be going to Hofang. Some crates are machine parts that have come from Derby. We find an obsidian statue of a pharaoh with tentacles, a big winged creature made of sandstone that looks to have three eyes, and a painting which looks to have ghouls that look like it's set in Lesser Edale. Uh, on the way back, Martin is attacked by the fog beast, which we fend off with torchlight. We go back to the hotel and read a load of books. One gives us information about a sand bat, which looks surprisingly like what we found in one of the crates. We found a ritual of call messenger of Apep, and sketches of a black figure. He who shall strive between blue and white waves, as well as a weird tongue creature. We find out that there is a truck that's been hired by Gavigan going to Misr House, but it was hired under the name Zara Shafiq. They're expecting another truck to be hired soon, so we hire a truck to under their names. Um, Zoe then spends some time examining the daggers that they found in Gavigan's undercroft, and then tries to call forth a unseen walker, which requires a blood sacrifice, and Zoe goes blind trying to cast the spell. I think that was everything.
That was pretty much it, yes. So
Is Zoe still blind?
no, it was only a temporary thing. Zoe managed to recover her
Okay.
sight shortly afterwards, yeah. So the day, I'll bring us to the London map. The day is the 19th of February, 1925. The new moon is in 5 days' time on the 23rd. You could say that's a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And you have two outstanding leads, Henson Manufacturing in Derby and Misr House at Walton-on-the-Naze.
Now,
In fact, what
do we
do
know
you
if
wish to
they're
do?
near each other at all or not?
So you've been to Derby before, that you went to Derby on the way to Lesser Adele. You know it
Yeah.
takes most of the day to travel up to Derby.
Mm-hmm.
However, your research, you probably looked up where Walton-on-the-Naze was, and it's about 3 hours by train just outside towards the northeast near Colchester. So you're pretty much going outside of London, heading northeast, and that's where Walton-on-the-Naze is. Of interest, possible interest to Denver Smith, Walton-on-the-Naze is some miles down the coast from a little town called Dunwich.
Ah. Would
Just
there be
throwing that
any
in there.
chance that I know that area at all?
You know where Walton-on-the-Naze is, but you probably know like the famous landmark. There's a famous landmark, the Naze Tower, which was essentially an old version of a lighthouse. But
Ah,
apart from that, you probably know the small town of Walton-on-the-Naze, but you don't know you never heard of any Misr House there.
well, that's interesting. So, what are
So
we all thinking?
So he's looking in her bag, checking in on the pigeon.
You keeping that thing fed, are you?
Yep.
Eh, good, good.
Glad to see we got the priorities right.
I mean, if you're gonna keep it, then look after it.
Oh, no, you're definitely right there.
I figure
I
in a pinch it can
now
work
I
as a
can't
distraction.
go on, Tim.
I can't remember. Who was it that saw the monstrous pharaoh statue again?
That was you, I believe.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
pretty
just
sure you recognize it as like the one from the museum.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm just thinking to myself, contemplating that image and wondering, and I just outright say, what are we getting ourselves into now?
Going from what we've been taking a look at in the past, it seems to be what we always get ourselves wrapped up into.
Yeah, some demon or other.
Aye.
Humans, are they cute?
It
Oh,
depends on what you
demons.
mean. I thought you said gibbons. I was like,
I thought
oh.
you said humans, and I was like, what?
I thought people
No,
were too,
no.
to be honest.
Gibbons, I know what a gibbon is. They're boring.
Some people
Aye.
might call gibbons demons.
There, there is a chance. There is a chance. It's a white world. Well, for the sake that when it comes down, it's local territory for me, and I have an invested interest in the Walton-on-the-Naze. It ain't too far away from where I live, or where I was brought up. Um, I want to go and see to ensure that there's nothing sinister going on that might make its way down the coast. But I will not let myself be held back by these pure emotions. So if anyone has anything or any idea of other places, please.
Well, the only other place we haven't investigated yet is Derby again, where the machine parts were being manufactured, and believe that was also where the walk-in safe was sent. I keep getting the information about the safe mixed up. Oh, thank you, Keeper.
the safe was purchased and installed at Henson Manufacturing in Derby.
Okay.
So, do we want to investigate this manor house, which I've never even heard of? Or do we want to go and take a look at where this safe is?
Well, it sounds like one way or another, we're gonna go to that manor house, because that seems like where all the new moon business is going down.
I mean, we have what, 5 days before our deadline?
I think it's 4, but
It's 5. If you count this as the start of the day, then it's 5 days. So it's today and then 4 more
okay,
days.
that'll do it.
I mean, from what I remember, it's about a day up to Derby.
Yeah.
Should we?
So it takes a while, but we have a bit of time, if we want it.
Mm-hmm.
So are we in agreement we're going for Derby?
Yes, indeed.
Don't suppose you know any Latin, Denver?
Do I know any what? Sorry.
Latin.
Latin. I don't believe so. I know I've probably taken a look at some of the script before and flicking through books, but I'm not going to say that I actually know how to read it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a. We've been looking at the books we got from Gavigan Sailor, and can be tricky reads.
I mean, I can have a flick through. There's not much which I know about it.
I'm gonna give it another try on the train up, so you're free to join me if you want.
I'll certainly get that one.
I was going to say, we do have a van as well now.
Pardon?
We do have the van that we hired as well.
I thought that was just for going to the new moon thing.
We've got it for a week.
Is that your plan, to take the train up to Derby?
Why not?
I assume the train is faster than trying to drive up yourself in a van.
Hey, actually, depending on how good the van is.
I imagine also depends how good your navigator is.
Or do you want to take the lorry?
And that's the thing. For the sake of actual gameplay, does it make a difference?
Not really. Just like whoever's driving. Well, I think you could probably work out between you. It doesn't really make a difference. You can.
I was going to say Zoe would probably be okay driving. She's read the books that she can read, so.
And for the sake of things, when it comes down to navigation, I've got 80, so I think we're quite alright there. As well as driving in auto, I've got 50. I've had a bit of experience.
Well, that's probably better than I have in real life.
Okay, so you spend the day, and it will take you a lot of the day, driving up the roads to Derby. So Zoe's in the front driving, Denver's navigating.
Aye.
Oh wait, that's a problem now. I can't read.
Shall we go for the train then? So we can read.
That would be preferable.
That makes some sense.
Spend the day doing things.
Rewind that. So you magically rewind the time, and you get the train from. It'd probably be from. Where would that be from? That'd probably be from. It's going up north. Might be. I think we said Euston last time, didn't we?
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
We'll say it is this time, though.
I think it's King's Cross. I can't remember which one it was. I think it's probably King's Cross.
But we're
not some random children running into a wall.
It's a serious problem they have. Yeah, I don't know why they start doing it. And in a situation which is eerily similar for Martin, for Denver, and for Tim, but not necessarily for Zoe, you're traveling up north in a small compartment, the 4 of you in the small compartment, heading up north to Derby. Is there anything you'd like to do or discuss or read or anything while you're on this route?
I'll have a crack at taking a look at one of those books.
So you have a steamer trunk now. Just say you have a steamer trunk now, which is basically your mobile library.
Ah,
Yeah, we've been collecting and other things.
fair
Uh,
enough.
there's a few books around. There's the ones that are in English. You have the book called the Book of Zion, which
I
is
was going
where
to say Zoe would probably be studying that ritual some more, and I believe that
that's
was from
true.
that book.
Yes, it was from that book. Okay. There's the narcotic manuscripts, which you brought with you from America. Selections Livre is in French. There's the book Life as a God, which is in English. That's another one you brought from America. Liber Ivonus is in Latin. You've still got the book from Peru, The Final Confessions of Gaspar Figueroa, which you brought from Peru like 5 years ago. Amongst the Stones is English, and the other one is Africa's Dark Sects, again, English.
I'll take Africa's Dark Sex.
Okay.
Sects. Yeah.
Sects, yes, sect. That's a difficult word to say properly, isn't it?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends on which kind of book you're trying to read. Uh, well, I did see her try and have a flick through in the Latin. I don't think I'm going to be able to figure anything out in it, but who knows if maybe there's a picture or something which I can try and figure out.
Which one did you read last time? I remember you read one last time. I think you read one of the French ones, and I said there were annotations in it. So the Latin one you've got is the Liber Ivonus. You and Martin could work together on that, to be
I was
Yeah.
honest.
going to say there's a big snot-covered
Aye.
page as well.
That's in the Book of Zion. No, that is Martin. Yeah, Martin sneezed on the book.
Oh, lovely.
So I'll just get these books out. I'm going to start with Africa's Dark Sects for Tim. I don't think you read this one before, did you?
No, I don't think so.
So as you open this book, you see in the cover there's actually a library book plate. It was stolen from Harvard's Widener Library. In fact, I believe this is one of the books that you were asked to track down. You tried to track down and found that it had been stolen. Um, and it's written by the explorer Nigel Blackwood during his travels across Africa. The book is
Ah,
an odd
Nigel
mix.
Blackwood, not Nigel Thornberry.
Not Nigel Thornberry, no.
Mm.
The book is an odd mix of travelogue and expose of the ritual practices of a variety of African cults. Although the notes of his travels were obviously turned into a book, no publisher is listed on the title page, and Black Pharaoh is impossible to track down. Some believe the book may have been written under a pseudonym, but there are no candidates as to the real author if that is the case. Only 13 copies are known to exist. The authorities managed to burn the rest. And part of the description you read on this, you read an account of a summoning of a beast in the mountains near in the mountain called the Mountain of Black Wind. A beast that was on 3 legs, had a crimson tongue instead of a face, being summoned by a high priestess.
Does require a sanity roll?
It requires a 1d10. These don't give you sanity rolls, they just give you straight up sanity loss, so it's a 1d10.
Oh,
2 points of sanity lost on your sheet. That's still not bad. But you can gain another +2 on your Cthulhu Mythos. So I don't believe you read this one
okay.
before. Yeah. And interestingly, you do find a reference in there to the creation of some sort of undead servant, and your mind goes back to a cellar in New York under the Juju House where you saw these creatures chamber. They were made up of victims of the cult, and they were acting as servitors under the orders of the high priest there. And you find a ritual that references making those. Just gonna leave that there. Just gonna leave that hanging. Martin and Denver, the Liber Ivonus, this large book written in closely typed Latin. Could you please? I think if I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna say if Denver is helping Martin, or just like looking for scraps of words, I think Martin, you can make me a Latin roll, but have a bonus die with it. So roll it twice, and it's basically advantage. Roll the dice and twice and make the best result.
Oof.
Oh
Nothing.
my.
You still can't make any head or tail of it, I'm afraid. The Latin is very closely typed, but you feel like you're starting to get to the core of it. One more go might be enough to make it yield its mysteries.
Well, we've got the train back again.
Well, I'm sorry that I wasn't any help in this one.
It's tricky stuff.
And Zoe, you were still looking at the Book of Zion, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just wanting to kind of try and get more information on that ritual. Try like starting, not casting it, but trying to memorize it. And
Okay. You find the relevant page in the Book of Zion, and I'm not going to make you make the sanity loss for this because you've already had a sanity loss while reading this book. You find the page, and as you're reading it, you think you see where you went wrong. Find the spell call forth the ritual call forth the unseen watcher, and it seems like in your haste to try and enact the spell, you didn't read it properly, and there's a fair amount to it. It takes time to cast. The more time you spend casting it, the more chance you have of it succeeding. What the spell entails is carving a symbol into the ground with a knife made of a pure metal, such as a silver dagger. There is also a chant, an incantation that you either say out loud or you recite in your head while you are casting it. I'm not going to make you read this out because it's quite lengthy, but I'm just going to say that's what it would be. And you're like practicing this chant, reciting this chant in your head. And you think maybe practicing like doodling the sigil yourself, just to make sure you've got it down pat. And you think next time you cast it, you might have a better chance of casting it. And I will say that pretty much takes up the entirety of the journey to Derby. And yeah, by about later, if you started out about 10 o'clock, I'll say about early evening, you arrive at Derby. Now, there is a hotel in Derby that you probably made aware of on your last trip called the Old Bell Hotel. And this hotel is probably not the best, probably not the 5-star one that you're used to, but it's good enough. It's a roof over your head. It provides hearty breakfasts. And yeah, possibly a good place to spend the night.
Oh, I guess if it's too late to go to Hanson Manufacturing now.
What time have we arrived?
I would say it's about 6:30.
They'll be closing down if nothing else.
And also, to say the Old Bell Hotel. As you get there, you probably might see like leaflets at the station advertising the most haunted hotel in the Northeast.
Just IRL. Since when is Derby the Northeast?
well, yes, I was just thinking that myself.
I just tweaked the direction randomly. Most haunted hotel.
And Derby's quite in the centre.
Yeah.
The most
Midlands.
the most haunted hotel in the West Midlands. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's me. Brain fart.
Yes, I was going to let it slide, and then Stanza kind of said
yeah.
something.
My third thing is you've got the map in the bottom.
I know. I wasn't looking at the map. I wasn't looking at the map.
corner.
I wasn't looking at it. So yeah, it's a rustic is a word for it. There's a roaring fireplace. You get in there, the bartender again is probably he goes, "Aye, what do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms, is it for the night?"
Yeah, that would be right.
You've got them, definitely.
Let's see what I've got rooms 4, 5, 7, and 8. Will that do you?
I say so, yes.
Sounds fine to me.
Okay, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Here you are. breakfast to be at 9 o'clock tomorrow. And yeah, hope you have a good night.
What can you tell us about this being the most haunted hotel in the Midlands?
Well, there's a bit of a legend that this hotel has been around since the 17th century. It's originally a coaching inn, and there was a linen maid who worked here at the time. She was with child, and her lover died, and she hanged herself. And some people still say they see her ghost.
Hmm.
As in walking the halls or hanging?
Hanging in room 6, actually.
That's one of our rooms, isn't it?
No, you're given 4, 5, 7, and 8.
Ah.
Yeah, getting the haunted one's
Oh,
gonna be a premium, ain't it?
Anyway, it's just a story that we tell to drum up the trade. There's nothing. I'm sure there's nothing to it.
Hmm. I'm sure you're saying that, but there's got to be some hint of truth to it.
Oh, I've never seen it.
My colleagues here can probably attest to that from their
I don't
stories
know.
of the past and exploits.
I've never seen it. Some people say they see it in the nighttime, but I've never seen it.
Is there anyone in that room tonight?
No, we keep that room. We tend to keep that room free. People tend to be on screaming from that room.
I kind of want to stay in that room now.
Well, me, you're catching an interest. I hate to admit it.
If you insist. And the bartender hands over the key for room 6 as well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm going to sleep like a log, I'm sure.
Like a log that's
Well,
just been cut down, perhaps.
well, on the other side of things, it won't be the craziest thing that'll go on in that room, I'm sure.
Tim just pulls the ankh he got from his first expedition out of his pocket and holds it close to his chest.
Like a protective charm. Oh.
Well, if nothing else, to get myself a bottle of whiskey, I have a feeling that it's going to be a bit of a loud night.
I'll add that
I'll
to your
join you with that, Denver. Can I get a
only one.
little saucer as well, please?
A little saucer? What do you want, a little
I
saucer?
don't think
Do
you
you have a
should.
cat? We don't allow animals in this hotel. I'm sorry, madam.
Oh, all right.
Don't give the pigeon alcohol. That's not gonna be good for it.
If they
So
want to
you-
get locked into a room with a drunk pigeon, like.
Now that sounds like a pub name.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Dancing stoats and the drunk pigeon.
you retire for the night.
Yep.
Mhm.
I let Pigeon free in the room.
Oh boy, your bill's not gonna be great.
Let's see. Zoe, make me a luck roll, please.
Hmm.
oh my.
You pass the night like a log. You don't see any. There's no disturbance in your room other than the pigeon. There's like no disturbance in your room. No ghostly lights. No maid hanging from the ceiling. You feel somewhat. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Slightly disappointed, but glad I've had a nice
Yeah.
kip.
Yeah, I just find it very like that's from a failure. Oh, all right.
And then I coax the pigeon back into the bag.
Denver, Tim, you probably pass decent night skips as well. Martin, you're busy. I'm going to say that you're tossing and turning. You get some sleep, but at some point you wake up in the night thinking to yourself, counter spell, warding spell, protection spell, and it kind of awakens a memory from many years ago. Can you make me a education roll, please?
How much do we want to burn my luck?
Do it.
I have 10 luck left. Okay.
Do it.
All right. Subtracting 5 luck.
You remember,
Hmm.
you may have read this, or it may have been drilled into you. It's up to you to decide which. A spell that, more of an emblem, a symbol of resistive power, and it was used to mark places that people wanted to ward off evil. You remember there was a symbol you had to carve into a surface, and there was a cost to pay for making this symbol. It took a portion of your will, and there was a catechism, again another invocation to recite. And I'm going to show this to people.
Ooh.
It resembled some sort of twisted thorny five-pointed star.
Starfish.
Not a starfish, no.
Starro.
So we're not facing Starro.
No, you're not facing Starro.
Who?
Exactly.
Comic book villain.
Comic book villain from DC.
And you think you might remember how this was carved and how the symbol is activated, but you remember it was quite costly to the person casting it.
Oh, I haven't used any of my magic points yet, so.
It's up to you.
Do it.
Well, there's no point, much point. What, you wanted me to protect the hotel? Look at the. I was thinking of sort of like. Place it on
Unless you
wherever-
did it on something which you could put in your pocket or something like that.
Yeah, it sounds like that's not how it works. It has to be a place.
It's a place. You remember it's a place or an object. Just has to be a surface.
Oh, so it could be like a talisman of sorts.
Be an interesting necklace.
What if it was we hid it in the steamer trunk?
I feel, Stanza, you've got a devil on one shoulder and another devil on another.
Devil, do it.
I'm just offering possibilities. I'm not saying you should do anything, because I'm
Well,
not
I mean,
in the
like,
room at
if-
the moment.
I guess if I find like a tablet or something that I could carve into that could reasonably fit in the steamer trunk or something, because I feel like just carrying it with me, unless it was a particularly light thing or something, would be a bit inconvenient.
I was waiting for the point where you just do it to the trunk.
Just carve it on the trunk. Though to be fair, I'm not sure I'm not sure whether we're gonna take the trunk with us when we go to Misr House.
It would be rather interesting just to say, okay, 3, 2, 1. Everyone, nice and stealthy, huh?
Okay, but yeah, I'll be looking out for something that I could carve into that I could potentially, it's like fit in a pocket or something like that.
Okay. If you feel like if something comes to mind at any point, just like shout out that you think you might have found something, because I don't think I'm gonna keep track of that. Just.
I mean, like, I'm just my first thought is just like a rock, a piece of slate.
The other side of things, how good is your carving?
Ooh, what skill is that?
Well, that's not really so much the skill. It's just probably more the act of, like, that's part of the act of casting the spell, to be honest.
Ow.
No. You're very kind in that one.
You say that, but I've seen what.
Wait! I just realized something. Could I carve it into my discus?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going for it?
Okay, I guess that's why I'm losing sleep.
So you carve the symbol as best as you can remember it into your discus, and the words of the verse that you have to recite come back to your mind probably a bit of coaxing. This takes 1 hour to cast, and it costs 10 power.
Oh, 10 power.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I told you it was expensive.
Okay, so I just edit my sheet and reduce power by 10.
Yep. I told you it was
Okay.
expensive.
Okay, well, power was my best stat. Now it's tied for my best stat.
And because this is the first time you're casting this spell, I require you to make me a power roll, and I require a hard success.
Oh, was that with my new power?
That's with your
Yeah.
new power. Yep.
Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna end
We
up
believe in
preferring
you.
this, I
We
guess.
believe in you.
Yeah! Woo!
And you complete the hour, you complete carving the spell, you complete the recitation, and it kind of your discus now feels staticky. You almost kind of feel that there's something inside it that wasn't there before.
Huh.
So you can say that your discus is now marked with the elder sign.
And go to possessions and edit it.
I've now just got in my mind that. Have you all watched the second Scooby-Doo movie, the live-action one?
No, I've seen the first
Yeah.
one.
A
Do you
little
remember
bit.
the frisbee scene with the the monsters and all that like at the end?
Not
Well,
particularly.
basically, they're throwing around apparatus to try and keep it away from it. I can just imagine in the middle of the fight, we're just going to be throwing the discus around. You protection, take it.
I'm just gonna add this to your sheet.
Oh, okay.
You've now learnt the spell.
But I assume it still costs power every time you cast it.
Yes, it does. But you don't need to make the power roll now. You know that you've remembered the spell and cast it successfully.
Yay!
It is going to cost you power each time. Next morning, you wake up, and as promised, the hearty breakfast is there: bacon, eggs, sausages, tomatoes, everything greasy that you may expect.
Ah, lovely jubbly.
The essential elements to start your day, the main basic food groups to start your day with.
Beans, bacon, and whiskey.
Don't forget the lard.
Yeah, I don't remember the full Atlantis quote.
So I imagine you'll be heading out to to Henson Manufacturing. You have the address for Henson Manufacturing.
Aye.
Henson Manufacturing lies along. Oh, this is a brilliant name. The Uttoxeter Road.
Ah.
You approach, and there is. I can move you to this map now. This is great. I'm going to move you there and go there. You see a 10-foot high brick wall surrounding a yard in which a number of brick buildings make up the site. There's a pair of large wrought iron gates which provide access for vehicles and horse-drawn carts. There's a smaller gate nearby. The main gates are locked, but there's a smaller gate nearby which allows access for foot traffic. As you arrive, you see some men guarding the door, some rather thickly built men guarding the gate into the site.
Do I get any health back from?
Yeah, you get 1 point of health back from each day. Yep. And you can hear the sounds of sounds of machinery coming from one of the buildings.
Can I roll spot hidden?
What are you looking for?
Anything that could be I don't know, just something that could give us some clues, like, of how to get in if need be.
I was going to say, can I see where there's... It looks like there might be a way around back.
I'll just say that you can walk all the way. You try and walk nonchalantly all the way around this site, and it's only the gate, the small gate for foot traffic, the large gate for vehicles, which is locked. But perhaps you could climb the wall. It's quite high. It's 3 meters. It's 10 feet high, as I say, but maybe you might be able to find somewhere where it's climbable.
Would it be possible for me to pick the lock on the vehicle gate?
You'd be quite in the open.
As I say, it'd be possible to pick the lock. It might not be advisable for you to pick the lock.
Can we do can I do a spot hidden to see if there's a good location which looks like it should be under decent cover from what we've been able to look at from the outside?
Okay, I'll ask. I'll have a spot hidden from Denver and from Tim in that case, because Tim asked for a spot hidden as well. So I'll ask it from them too.
All right.
1 point off. Tim.
Are you doing it?
Go on, you know you want to.
You're just trying to get everyone's numbers down.
Yep, my numbers are down, so everyone else's should be.
It's only 1 point.
It
You
is
not got any
only 1
luck?
point.
Sure.
Tim, you spot a likely-looking place where the wall is perhaps in a state of disrepair, and it looks like it's quite sheltered from the road, so not much attention is being paid to it. And it also seems to be quite near the main workshop because the sound of the machinery seems louder here.
What? All right. Honest answers only. How good are you at climbing?
Terrible.
Across the group.
What answers only?
Honest.
Okay.
I don't want you trying to beef yourselves up or anything like that. If you can't climb, you can't climb.
I mean, I
We
can
can boost
scramble,
you.
but I'm not a great climber.
All right. By the sounds of things, I'm going to boost yous over, and then I'll get over myself.
Right.
Hold
Is
on,
this
let me
what
give it a shot without you, Denver.
Okay. The
Tim
archaeologist is a great climber, it turns out.
Tim sees the place and just straight up and over.
And this is the thing. I'm no great climber either, to be fair.
I'll tell you what. Since that was a hard success, what I'll say is that between Tim at the top and Denver at the bottom, you're able to assist each other. And I'll say on the other side, there's a roof of there's a little square building there, which is a WC, a toilet, outside toilet, and you're able to use that to help you get down to the ground. So between that, Denver at the bottom, Tim at the top, I'll say that you can easily help everybody else over.
Nice.
As the next big question, do we stand out here?
From where you are,
I mean, as in for the sake of other people around. If we've got people keeping an eye out, the last thing we want is to stand out too much.
there doesn't seem to be much in the way of guarding inside the site. The main guard seems to be on the main gates, but I would say you're about here. Sorry,
Righto?
then we can see that on the map. In between this group of 3 buildings on the left, you're kind of in between the 2 smaller ones at the top.
Okay. No, I wasn't sure if we might need to disguise ourselves a touch, but if you're saying there's little guarding on the inside, I reckon we'd be alright.
I think, yeah.
So he's going to go over to the nearest building and just open the door.
It's the toilet. And it's just been recently used.
Denver, I don't know what you're doing being so quick and sneaky about going in there.
Zoe, I'm not even going to answer that. Right.
Does not dignify it with a response.
The building to your left, as you look at the map, you open the door, and that's just like a shed that's used for storage of probably crates and packaging. Not very much interest in there. The building in front of you is where the loud machine noises are coming from.
Is there a back door to this?
Yes, there is. We'll say yes, there is.
All right. I'm gonna head over to that back door and to slowly open it up.
Oh, this one is locked though.
All right. Any is good at picking locks?
All right.
We can see.
Yes, I was going to say, Martin, you've been
That would
handy
be
in
a
the past with
no.
that.
Look, one. And not my day.
Anybody else want to try, or we could try a hard strength roll to try and bust the door open?
I'll try for a hard strength. All right, we tried subtle.
Nice.
No.
Very nice.
Oh,
Mhm.
I
But
thought
it
you said a
wasn't a
hard
hard.
strength roll.
5 point. You need 5 point. If you want to make that into a hard, it's 5 points of luck.
Yeah, I'll pay the luck.
Okay.
Hope we all roll good at the end of the adventure for getting luck back.
You put your shoulder to it, and it probably takes a couple of tries, but it does give way. It opens up into. It's a small. It's actually a large workshop area. You can see benches, machinery. There's lots of metalwork around, and as you look across the workshop, you see doorways. One that says office, one that says kitchen, and you also see in one corner a large metal door
Ooh.
that looks like a safe.
Hey. And here I was wondering how we'd figure out where in this place the safe would be.
It's a walk-in safe. It's going to be pretty big.
Aye. First things first, before we start doing anything with that safe, we want to make sure that no one else comes through any of the other doors, don't we? I'd like to take a subtle look into the kitchen to see if there's anybody in there at the moment.
You probably see someone in there, but I think they're just like dozing. They're probably having a quick nap before anybody notices.
Close that
He
door
doesn't.
again.
Yeah, he doesn't look up as you approach.
And a quick look into the office.
Nobody's in the office, but you do see a desk and a large cabinet in the office.
I'm going to say, can Zoe start looking around the office?
The desk, there's not much on the desk, just like invoices, receipts, orders. The cabinet, however, contains a series of large drawers, and it looks like there's blueprints in there. You see various blueprints of various kinds.
Can I make out what it could be?
It's hard to tell what it could be. I'm just looking ahead of it just to make sure it's something. Okay. I can actually show you one. I do have one I can show you. As an example.
Oh my.
What the sideways heck?
Oh. Well, I don't know much about exactly what that is. It looks like a bum to me.
And you see in the bottom right-hand corner, it's signed the Pale Viper.
Play.
Is that a name that sounds familiar to us at all? Or?
I don't believe you've come across it before.
If that's new, though, it doesn't surprise me. To be fair, when we come down to using them, we made up our own nicknames anyway.
Zoe's just going to pocket them.
Okay.
Do you see any? Do you see anything in relation to the safe?
I'm going to start looking through the drawers and everything.
Okay, that will be a spot hidden, please.
All of us?
Just Zoe.
Okay.
Ooh.
You don't find any key or anything.
No, I can't find anything myself.
Fine.
What does it mean by Australia slash 1644?
On the plans.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I looked at this. Where are you seeing that?
The label on the core. Well, or something.
You got me now. You got me now. I can't quite see. Oh, item number Australia 1644. You don't know really. I can't. I don't think if you. I don't think you would know that.
Just say when it comes down to it, probably not good.
Any more? So
right.
that's yeah. So what's
Well,
next?
if we've got no hints from inside that office, no, there's got to be something. I'm gonna go into the office and take a look around because there's got to be something about that safe.
Okay, make me a spot hidden roll, please.
Wow.
You find, I think it's like you kind of like when you're busy searching the desk, almost by accident, you find you accidentally hit a switch and a hidden drawer opens, and there's a large iron key in the drawer.
Well, I was lucky. I take that key.
Mm-hmm.
I guess are we ready for the safe?
What else did you say was in the warehouse? Yeah.
Office, kitchen. You've done the office cabinet. There's the cabinet in the office that you've seen, and the safe is the other one. There's lots of tables and machinery and metal.
Can we work out what's being made at all?
I mean, so they're
Is it
clearly
similar
the
to what
machine
we've
parts
seen
that
in
was
the
being
thing going to Hufang?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Make me a no roll, an education roll. No, make me an intelligence roll with a bonus die because it's very, very recent. Intelligence with a bonus.
Sorry, what was that question?
Do you recognize? Do the metalwork that's being made look familiar? Look similar to what you recently saw?
Any of us,
So I
or
can't.
Well,
Hard success.
the answer is yes. These look very, very similar to the components you found being shipped on the Ivory Wind.
These are the things going after Shanghai.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like that was what was in the crates.
Does it look like anything that is on the blueprints at all?
I was gonna say, do we know anything which actually connects? Because they've got to have blueprints with what they're making.
Tim, what are you doing?
gonna be looking around for clues, so just never mind. No clues to be found. I utterly failed that.
I think you would also you'd also spot that these are the same components that are being shipped out to Shanghai. Again, you can't tell what they are, what they make, but it doesn't look
good.
It doesn't look good, no.
Can I, taking a look at the components that we have or what we can see, try to match it up roughly or quickly to one of the blueprints?
I would have to ask for mechanical repair, or I think for that.
All right. It'd be a
Can
long
I
shot.
assist Denver with that?
Do you have if you're both matching it together, then yeah, Denver can have a bonus die. I think the point is that the plans are obviously for something quite big, and these components are quite small, so it's quite difficult to match the two together.
Well,
I might give it a shot.
Okay, go on then. Whoever wants to
Mechanical
give it a shot.
mechanical repair.
Mechanical repair, please. Yep.
Well, you had a better chance than I did, but yeah, you definitely had a better chance than I did.
As I
You're
say,
not too far.
it's difficult to piece them together, but it looks quite likely that, based on evidence, it looks quite likely that the one applies to the other.
What am I doing closing down the notes document?
Things happen.
All right. Do you think it's time to go take a look inside?
Yes.
Yeah. I was waiting for the question as to like, is this a combination safe or is it a safe with a key?
It's a key. It's a lock safe.
Okay, that's good.
Right. Just in case, I'm gonna hand the key over to Martin. I'm gonna get my gun ready.
Which one?
I'm just gonna be starting off with the handgun. Simple.
Did you say you handed the key to Martin or?
Martin.
There we go. I only caught the first syllable.
So yeah.
All right.
I'll keep an eye around, just in case.
All right. I guess I'll go to open this safe.
Okay. You open this safe. It opens with as you may guess, an ominous creaking sound. Inside, you find a few things, actually. You find more of the metal components that you found outside, but you find other items as well. They resemble the metal components, but they seem to be older, almost as if they're fossilized. They're scratched with symbols and emblems, similar to the one that you've just remembered yourself. You find underneath one of them, you find something that you might not expect, something that seems out of place here. You find a shipping label.
What does it say?
And shipping.
Okay. Oh, that was the other place that some of the boxes from in the Gavigan cellar was heading to.
But this one is heading from.
Two here in Derby. So, it has been sent here. Was there ever anything written on that from part? Is there any sign of indentation or something which has been potentially removed?
I think the from is actually Randolph Shipping Company.
Fair enough. Well, it's interesting.
And also in the safe, you find there's enough room on the floor. You find a crate that looks boxed up, recently boxed up, ready to be delivered. And it's marked for delivery for Limehouse, the Limehouse warehouse, and there is another label on it going out to Hofang Imports in Shanghai.
I think finding stuff going to Hofang.
Yeah, that's
what says we have. Give this crate a little bit of a peek.
Well, we've already broken in.
Yeah. Well, I kind of found out it's another one of your favorite statues.
Yeah. Did I show you this? Goes up a tiny Cthulhu statue.
I'm not gonna answer that one. So you open up the crate, and it's not a statue inside. It's 6 components. They look to be components of a device. They're not just parts, they're actually assembled into 6 components for a device. And now you can match it with the blueprints that you found.
So the bomb?
Part of it, at least.
Jeez, Malays to sending the bombs over there. Okay.
So can we see what's igniting it or anything?
You don't see any evidence of any ignition or explosive or timer. These seem to be another part of the device.
For the sake of the what we've been shown, what parts of the device are we looking at?
It seems to match the guidance system.
Okay. We have a hard choice here. It'll immediately make it place them on edge. But do we take this? Do we get this rid of?
How big are these components?
Bigger than you can carry. Let's say there's 6 of them in this large crate. It probably requires 2 people to carry, I would say. They look quite delicate as well.
Also, the notes say something about changing the name to Eye of Our God.
Is there anything that looks flammable in this place?
That's exactly what I was starting to think.
There's a lot of wooden tables about.
Are there any alcohol-based cleaning supplies?
I think
I think a hammer would do the
Effectively
trick.
flammable. Turpentine, stuff like that.
what's your goal that you're trying to accomplish?
Well, with a dash of my experience, I've come across some bits and pieces in my time. One of the easiest ones of the lot is effectively a Molotov. What I'm thinking is that we could effectively start off a fire of sorts in here. Now, I would go ahead and say we make some form of explosive to really destroy. But if this stuff's delicate, it might not even require that. A good fire would probably start to bring everything down. But
But
unless one of you know how...
I was going to say, are we wanting to burn this place down so they can stop manufacturing whatever they're manufacturing?
Well, this is what I'm thinking is, if nothing else, if we burn the place down, one, it stops that. Two, we can also hide our tracks a little bit as to whether or not we've been there. I don't think it's going to do an amazing job, but it'll do a touch.
Tim, as this discussion is going on, you think you hear the sound of footsteps approaching. Not inside the building, outside the building, but it seems many footsteps are starting to approach.
Tim just clears his throat and then, motions with his thumb.
All right, fine. We have a different game to play. So, shy of the person in the kitchen, no one else inside here.
No one else is inside.
We've had the entrance on the back door, which was locked, which we broke our way into. Is the front entrance, is it open? As in door open, or is it closed?
It's closed at the moment, but that seems to be where the sound of the footsteps are coming from, heading towards.
What kind of handle does it have?
I think it's just like a normal handle, just like.
Right. I mean, you could jam a chair under. Is that what you're thinking?
What I was going to say is, if it's like a twist handle, pull handle, so what I'm thinking is to pretty much run up and try and jam some metal, grabbing
metal around.
Exactly, grabbing some metal and literally ramming and twisting it in to bolt the door in a manner which should be difficult for them to get through. Basically, to try and give us a little bit of extra time, and effectively said, we don't have any time to talk about this now. Look for flammable. Start making it so that area is going to burn first, and we'll get out of here straight after.
All of you make me spot hidden rolls. Everybody make me spot hidden rolls. You all.
Oh, and I was so
you know what? I'm using 2 luck on that.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. Zoe, Zoe, you find some likely looking cleaning supplies in the kitchen, alcohol-based cleaning supplies, and probably require some alcohol as well.
I'm also going to use some luck on that one as well. Sorry.
You both find a lot of supplies for. Well, you probably find a lot of alcohol in there as well. To be honest,
Takes a swig out of the alcohol. This do.
Aye. Do us a favor. Don't forget to knock out the guy and drag him outside. No need to kill anyone for the sake of this.
Ah, but killing's fun.
Unless they start it, we're not playing the villain here. Well, we are to a degree, but not totally.
I'll narrate this part because I want to get to the main event.
You want to get to the meat and tatties. Got it. Right.
You manage, as you say, it goes off. You manage to subdue the guy who's asleep, drag him outside, and as you leave Henson Manufacturing, it's like the cinematic. You walk away and thwoomph, fireball behind you, and all the workers and all the guards are rushing towards it, trying to get water, and you're able to slip away in the confusion.
Nice.
Going by that boom, I reckon there was something a bit more tangy inside.
Now,
I
back
still
to
got
London.
these, and I pulled out the blueprints.
That's probably a good thing. Well done.
Time is probably about. By the time you get back to your hotel, probably again be about 6:30. So you could try and take a night train back to London,
I think that
or
might
spend
be...
another night.
Would we do a night
Yeah.
train back to London, or would we go straight over to Walnut on the Naze?
I mean, we have to go south and then east, if I'm reading the map correctly.
It's one of the things, I don't know whether there are any train connections along the way which would connect over, or is it all the way to London, all the way over again?
Keeper's
think
call, I think.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. No, I think we're going to keep it simple. We have to come back to London and then back out to Waterloo on the Naze.
Right, yeah. Not much
You go-
to
if
And
you-
while we're
if you're going
traveling,
by- if
I'm
you're going
going to
by
use
road,
that
it would-
opportunity to use the loot and top up my drink.
Okay, it's a very well stocked train. This is.
Well,
Do we finally manage to read the Latin book?
I'll say yes. You do manage to read the Latin book
Yay.
finally on your way back.
Hooray.
I was going to say, I was sort of like taking a random grab at one of the books there to just start having a flick through and a read.
So, the Liber Ivonis, a discussion and record of experimentation with elder geometries, the primal matter of existence and natural philosophies interspersed with commentaries and accounts alleged to come from a being named Sakosh. Some passages in an unknown language written down verbatim without translation. Purported to have been written by Ibon, or Ebon, who modestly described himself as the greatest of all sorcerers and includes accounts of his cosmic travels into other dimensions and planets. And this doesn't really mean anything now, but a small stamp on the inside front cover reads, "From the personal collection of Professor Avebury." So who is reading this book? We've got Martin reading this book.
Definitely
Denver?
Martin reading that one.
Okay. Martin. This one is a 2d4 sanity loss.
If only I actually read Latin, I would have taken that one.
Ooh, it is 5. That is 5. So mark off your 5 first and make me a Cthulhu. No, make me an intelligence roll.
Ah!
As we found out the other day, you can use luck to adjust it either way.
Is it worth spending 1 out of my 5 luck?
No. It depends. Do you want to fail this?
I mean, it's preferable to fail it, but like, in theory, we have like a couple of days before the big day. So
The choice is yours.
It's your choice. It's up to you.
Meaning how long is this likely to affect?
It's up to you.
Okay, fine. I'll spend 1 luck.
And yep, you feel your mind starting to break, but you manage to just like compartmentalize, just like focus on the task at hand. You do get +3 Cthulhu Mythos points though.
Yay!
And you do find again some rituals in the back. One ritual called Make Pale Blade, which seems to be a ritual for enchanting a knife.
A knife.
Perhaps it's similar to what was used on the silver knives that Zoe found. And with that, the train arrives back into London.
Did you say make pale blade?
Make Pale Blade, yes.
Huh.
I was saying that I was going to be reading one of the other books, just the only thing, grabbing one by random.
Okay, yep. Pick one.
I guess I'll pick up the Book of Drizan? Drizan?
Zion.
Ian?
In English, yep.
Drizan, right.
This is the same book that Zoe was reading. You mention as you're skimming through it, you see a name that's like makes you stop. The Black Pharaoh.
I am back. What I missed.
And a creature that may be the Bloody Tongue that you've heard of before. It's alleged to be an account of the wise and venerable words of those most exalted high masters of Shambhala. If you're reading this, that's a 1d6 sanity loss. Okay, and you gain +3 on your Cthulhu Mythos.
Alright. Plus how many, sorry, again?
+3 on the Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh, sorry.
3 to Cthulhu Mythos, yep.
+3.
And as you're reading it, you see the spell ritual that Zoe mentioned, call forth the unseen walker. And you read what it entails. And you are not happy about it. You read what it's designed to summon, and you are not happy about it.
Does not sound like a thing you want to see summoned.
Who's reading this story?
Denver.
I am. I just picked up a random book and started flicking through, and
it happened to be the book you've been reading.
what was that spell you were trying to cast the other day?
Something about an unseen servant?
Call forth the unseen walker?
That's right.
You were trying to call that thing across.
It sounded cute and cuddly.
Yeah, now what's going on?
Cute and cuddly. This. By the way, do I have a description or an idea of what this thing actually is?
Something nasty.
Considering that why am I so despised about the idea of trying to call it across?
I think I prefer to save that until it actually happens. Just know that Denver reads this and he is not very enamored with it.
You are trying to call across a beast from the other side. A beast of burden which we have come across far too many, regardless of
like
what it might end up being. Not a bleeding donkey. Alright? This is not something that we have ever seen or heard of before. This is not something which is nice and easy. This is not a nice little fairy tale that you've been taking a little gander at. And I want you to erase whatever thoughts have been going through your head about doing anything with this damned thing.
So you want to summon it when we get to Walton on the Knees? Got you.
No.
I would like to intimidate right now. You
Oh boy.
will not even think about uttering the first syllable. And if I hear you do so, I will make sure that there is a hole in your head before you finish.
And on that note, we're not on that note. We're going to move over. I think the next day would probably dawn by now. You get back to London. It's probably going to be like early hours of the morning. So we're now on the 21st of February.
No. Moon's disappearing.
So, if you like, we can skip forward a bit to the going up to Walton on the Naze. What day would you like to go up to Walton on the Naze?
No, the deadline's the 25th, was it?
That's the day after the new moon, but our opportunity to land a blow on the cult is the 24th.
23rd is the opportunity, I believe. Let me just check my notes.
Yeah, 23rd.
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd like to get there a day before, so we've got a good chance.
Yeah, unless anyone has any other ideas for what preparations we can get, like, do we want to stock up on flammables before we leave or something like that?
Was there any other books that we haven't read, or?
The only book you haven't read, I believe, is the Equinox de Vise, and that was in French.
Oh, I can't read that then.
I mean, I'm aware that, so like, Martin hasn't read any of the older English books, but I'm kind of like, maybe that can wait.
You know what? Let's pull out one of the older English books. And
which one?
Who's going to have a flick through that? I can't remember which ones were in English.
Amongst the Stones, African Sects, Final Confessions of Gaspar Figuerona, Life as a God, the Narcotic Manuscripts, I believe?
Let's go with Life as a God.
Okay. This is a diary by an English artist named Crompton, who came to Egypt in 1805 and became a minor priest of the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. And it describes all manner of unspeakable acts committed for the Pharaoh of Darkness, the Black Pharaoh, as well as describing what looks like a hidden throne room in the bent pyramid of Dashur in Egypt.
Yeah.
And that will be, because you haven't read this one before, that's a 1d6.
All of us?
No.
Only the people reading.
2.
And because you are indefinitely insane, that immediately triggers a bout of madness.
It does.
So, would you like to roll it, or would you like
I will roll it.
Okay, let's see what we get.
What's a D10?
D10, please, yep.
9.
You get a phobia. What would be a good phobia for this? What do you think would be a good phobia for this?
Well, Denver's just threatened to shoot us in the head, so...
Denver
Possibly
is actively
Denver.
trying to be your new phobia.
Can you have a phobia of triangles?
I believe there is a phobia of triangles.
Circles. Spirals.
Don't read Junji Ito then.
So well, let's make it random. Let's just say that your mind is flipped. Roll me a D100. Let's let the dice decide.
Random phobia.
14.
Pigeons.
Astrophobia. You have a fear of lightning.
Ah,
Very, very frightening.
Okay.
Scaramouche.
Before you do the
And according to
fandango.
the text, you have to act as though your phobia is present, and you think you hear thunder, you think you see lightning. Nobody else does, but you think you see like flashes coming from outside.
I'm gonna leap onto Tim and just start clinging to him,
Hey, get off!
Roll me a d10, please.
gripped even tighter. 9.
Oh,
So for
wait.
the next 9 minutes, you are clinging onto Tim in fright, but you do get you get +2 Cthulhu Mythos
Mm-hmm.
and +1 Cthulhu Mythos for the Bout of Madness, so +3 in total.
24.
Yeah, it's going up.
You caught up to me again.
So, is there anything else you would like to do before leaving for Walton on the Naze?
I'd like to read the Amongst the Stones.
Did you read this one before? I don't believe you did.
Don't think so.
This one has reference to a Queen Nitocris, one of the ancient queens of Egypt. And especially the paraphernalia that she wore.
I don't remember I took
Which
notes
queen?
on this. Well,
Nitocris.
Oh, yes.
Sounding vaguely familiar.
Yeah. And that's a 1d3 sanity loss for Denver, please.
1d3.
Yep.
So, no, done that wrong.
Slash roll.
Slash roll.
I mean, I used the thing on the toolbar at the left.
2.
I know, but for a d3.
And you get +1 Cthulhu Mythos from that.
Okay, so
you could
+1.
try and keep completely whittle down your sanity in the next couple of days before going to Walton on the Naze.
Yeah, I'm aware. I just noticed that I think if I lose 7 more sanity, I get an indefinite insanity or something.
I think I'm gonna be all right.
Martin,
I
you can tick off another point on your hit points now.
Yay, that was what I was about to ask.
So
Close to back to full.
we'll say that you spend the day studying, reading, and we go to the Sunday, the 22nd of February.
We gotta make our way over there. Last chance to buy provisions.
Yeah, okay. So are we buying flowers, or is there something else that people have the idea of stuff to buy, or what are we getting? Oh yeah, is anyone good with a knife?
I'm all right in the brawl.
I just know I had something about enchanting a
Yes,
knife if
I've got a
someone's
knife.
interested in that.
I'm going to keep hold of one of these daggers.
And I have a knife when it comes down.
What was the was there a criteria for what kind of knife could be enchanted, Keeper?
I believe it was. One moment, I will find out the answer. I'll look up the answer for you. Bear with me one moment.
It is only a butter knife.
But it's
King
the
in
most
yellow
deadly
butter.
butter knife in the world.
King and Yell just making everyone sandwiches with butter.
It's a knife made of a pure metal.
Okay, so it'll probably have to be one of the ritual daggers like the one Zoe has.
I don't think I'm going to be able to afford a nice silver
We got a
hunting knife.
pocket
That'll be an
knife.
interesting one.
Okay.
Oh,
Mind you, we are in London. How much would it be to try and find a silver a silver knife more made for the sake of an upmarket cutlery set.
I mean, we
Sorts.
we
Not for the
do
sake
have
of a, well, thinking basically like steak knife kind of thing.
we do
Okay,
have
then
2 knives we got from the cellar. So there's one going spare if you want it.
Well, if it's one of these holy ones, well, decent metal.
And there's me kind of thinking Zoe was going to start dual wielding.
I am losing more and more faith with this Zoe. There weren't much to start off with.
Yes, Zoe and Denver never got on, did they?
Yeah, right from the first time they met, it was a terrible first impression.
Aye, that it was.
So,
can we?
Yeah, no, I'll take one of those daggers then if we've got one going.
Only if you let me summon the monster.
No.
Aye.
I don't think you're in any position to bargain for that knife there.
I am going to take this knife, Zoe.
And here I was actually considering enchanting your knife. I was actually going to ask him to pick which of you gets the
Oh,
enchanted
right.
knife. Because I'm not sure. Because until I try the ritual, I don't know whether I have
I
enough
hand
to
one over.
enchant both.
Okay. Right.
I'm going
What
to.
else-
Okay, I guess Denver's getting the magic knife now. Well, if I succeed the roll, I guess.
What I'll say is, if you think of anything that you could conceivably have gotten in London while you're out there, I'll say that likelihood that you might have been able to buy it, or maybe a luck roll to see if you bought it.
Nice.
A tank.
Just some flammable oil or something.
I was
Okay.
going to say, trying to find some overproof rum, which was something which was a lot more common back in the day.
Bootleg rum. Yep.
Maybe some food.
That's easily come by.
I'll also see some
Sure.
spare cloth,
Hmm.
which is good enough to sort of ram into. I'm presuming, what manner of this bootleg are we actually getting? Are they in bottles, jars, or anything like that?
In bottles. We say they're in bottles.
All right, okay, that's fine then.
Yep. And again, that's probably going to take you the day to get all this stuff together, to sort out all this stuff together.
Aye.
Do I have
so
time to
Night
try
train?
enchant at least one of the knives?
If you read this spell description, you may not wish to.
Okay, I have to. Where's the like? Just like where is this specific handout?
I haven't given it to you.
Well, I don't know how to read the spell.
I will just sell. I will say that if you want me to, I'm gonna send this to you on Discord actually because.
Oh.
Oh, I'll have to open Discord back up 1 second.
Yes, I'm gonna send this to you on Discord, and then you can tell me if you.
Yeah, I mean the fact it's a pale knife, so like it's just like, got pale viper and pale knife. Not sure I like that.
There we go. I've sent you the description, the relevant description of the spell.
That sounds a bit big.
I'm very curious now.
Aye.
It's up to you whether you want to share that information.
Well, just like, well, what does size 20 translate to? A cat? A cow?
Probably a deer, maybe something like the size of a
Okay,
deer.
we're not gonna be able to find a deer, let alone 2 deer.
That's rather discerning. What on earth are you talking about?
The ritual for enchanting the knife, it requires something. It's another blood sacrifice ritual.
Oh, great.
In
I mean-
which case, There were abattoirs around London.
Also,
if you find
Walter
one with an
nominated,
animal that hasn't been killed yet, then it would be possible.
I mean, there's a chance that it'd be a slaughterhouse of
I was going to
sorts.
say, is Walton on the Naze also rural?
I believe so, according to this.
If you're wanting to go hunting. We used to have someone who would be.
The road truck could be trying to catch them. You need to use it as a sacrifice. We can't kill the buggers.
I'm gonna sort of say this is not something I want to get into tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, it does not sound.
Okay.
It sounds more hassle than it's worth.
I'll agree. We hardly have the time to try and attempt that. Far better to hedge our bets with what we have.
So, the day dawns, the 23rd of February dawns.
So,
Oh hey, another hit point. Yoink.
Yep.
have we made the journey?
No, you haven't made the journey yet. I say you're busy.
Day.
I was going to say, we need to make the journey then.
Okay. You make the journey up to Walton on the Naze, 2 hours from Liverpool Street Station to Colchester. A local train from Colchester to Walton on the Naze takes about an hour. So it's probably going to be early afternoon by the time you get there, say about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And Walton on the Naze is 15 minutes by car or an hour on foot. And Denver, you know the direction, you know where to go because you'd have seen this before, so you know where to go. Yeah. So you can either walk for an hour to get there, or try and find 15-minute transport, 15-minute by car.
We do a spot to try and find if there's
Make me a
anything
spot.
going that way.
Make me a lock roll, please, Denver.
All right. That's a no.
No, there's no taxes, no. And because it's because that 94, I'm going to say it's raining as well.
Okay, so can I try my luck, or there's no point?
What are you trying your luck for? What's the goal?
To maybe succeed where Denver failed.
And do what? What's the goal of what you're trying to do?
Stop the rain.
Okay, Prospero.
You know what? Forget it. I'll hold on to that. Hold on for now.
Okay, so it takes you an hour to get to Walton on the Naze, and you're thoroughly soaked through by the end of it. I'm going to move us to the Walton on the Naze map. Let's see what that map looks like.
I've seen that since my power went down, that means my total magic points does as well.
Yeah, they don't come back as much. There we go.
I just noticed I had more magic points than my cap. I mean.
Yeah. Oh, blimey, that's overdone. That is. So, you get to Walton on the Naze, and you see where the tower is, the Naze Tower. And near it, you see a dirt track going along that goes to this stone wall with a gate in it. The stone wall is about 6 feet high. And there's an iron gate barring the way, and there is someone standing at the gate. This is swamp and marshland, however. So if you wish to, you can try and go around.
Do we know
Sounds
who
like
it
a
is
plan.
at the gate?
It's just a random guard.
We're going to try and stop this. All right. We'll try and go for a long way around. Stay out of sight.
Okay, so as I say, it's a swampy, marshy area. And
Ooh, an idea. I could trank them, and then we could let the swamp do its business.
Okay. So there's one guard on the gate. So yeah, make me a tranquilizer roll if you're going to do that. Take up position.
May give the cult the heads up when they arrive, but
Oh,
Oh
Oh boy.
is that a fumble or is that just a
Oh.
regular
That's
fail?
not quite a fumble. That's just a regular fail. So he doesn't react to it. It just like goes over his head. He probably like looks around as if there's a fly buzzing around, but it doesn't react to it at all. Like
Can I give it a try with my rifle?
you were trying to kill him now.
Okay, maybe not.
no!
That's a tranquilizer rifle. That's a different thing. We agreed on that one. Yeah.
Can
You can try to kill him if you want to try to shoot him.
can I try to tranquilize him? Can I try my hand at the tranquilizer rifle then? Like Zoe hands it over to me, and if it fails, I hand it over to Denver, and
I
Oh.
don't think that's going to work really.
Do I know what this fog of misdirection does?
Yes, it just creates a large area of fog that you can't see through. That it's very difficult to see through.
All right. As another idea then, how about I cast a one of these fogs? We could try and sneak up and knock him out.
So you're allowed to cast spells then.
I don't think it's a spell. I thought it was just like a thing in a bottle.
Well, it has an MP cost, but still. All the same when it comes down to it. The problem is that how many times can I use that? Is there a limit or a rule to that side of things?
How many magic points do you have?
17. So
I think. Sorry, I just pressed it. I didn't mean to press it. I was just trying to get the description up.
that's all right.
The spell obscures vision for 1d6 plus 4 rounds, then evaporates without trace. So you probably wouldn't be able to keep. So you can keep casting it as much as you have magic points.
Fair enough. Well, what do we think? Is there something we want to do here? Or do we want to leave this for a moment and use that later to our
I
benefit?
think we'll use it later.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to go around.
All right. In which case, let's move out.
Okay.
Can I use navigate to try and figure out the best course through this bog without us getting too bogged
yes.
down?
Please make me a navigate roll. Yes.
That's a success.
Nice.
You navigate
oh my
your way.
goodness.
You navigate your way through the bog, and you actually come across a small rowboat. An old and forgotten rowboat moored along the side. So, and as you see, there's quite a large river there. You could try and use that to sneak up undetected.
How does the rulebook look? Does it look rotted through or anything?
Still looks intact enough. It looks old, but intact enough to be able to use it.
Well, in which case, looks like luck might be in our favor. Shall we?
Let's go.
As you row along the stream, you come under a little stone bridge, and you see the house, Misr House, in the distance. But then you also see something else a bit further along. The sun is starting to go down. And as it goes down, you see what looks like a reddish glow and smoke coming from an area past the house. An area more central to this island. And you see this little black dot in the middle of the island. That is where you see the red glow coming from.
Wonder what that is. Shall we go have a look?
Feeling that's where this whole thing's gonna be going down.
Let's be careful.
That is definitely wise. But I think we need to take a look at that.
Okay. You slowly inch your way forward, and as you get closer and closer, you hear the sound of cries, of howls, of chants. And as you get closer, you see a mass of people, all flinging themselves around, all chanting madly around these fires. And you see what looks like a stonework and carved with Egyptian symbols. And in front of that stone, you see 3 wooden stakes in the ground. Each one has a person tied to it. 2 of them are people you've never seen before, but the third one you recognize as Yalisha Hassan.
That was the dancer from the club, wasn't it?
No.
Yep.
No.
In front of this, you see 2 figures. You recognize both of them, even though they are dressed in Egyptian priestly garments. You recognize Edward Gavigan, who seems to be conducting the crowd and guiding the crowd. And next to him, you see Zara Shafiq.
I was going to say, Zoe's going to jump out the boot and kind of stalk our way just a little bit out of range. And she's going to start carving that symbol into the ground and chanting quietly in her head, like you said I could earlier.
Just immediate cast spell. Summoning
Do I see that?
I'm going to say, Zoe, make me a stealth roll, but make me a stealth roll for this. Dever, what's your spot hidden?
My spot hidden is 75.
Never mind, Zoe failed it, so
Well,
you do see Zoe sneaking off.
I will pretty much go and grab by the scruff of the neck. I have warned you once. This is not the time to play stupid.
I was just thinking to get a closer view.
I know what you're thinking. I can already see you trying to scratch it into the dirt. We will get a closer view. But you're not doing that.
As you watch the gathered throng, you see some of them. They seem to be walking around the middle of the circle, and as they do so, others lift up these clubs, and you see these clubs have got like iron spikes in them, and they start clubbing them as they walk, almost like some sort of initiation rite.
clubbing the 3 people, or
No, clubbing the. There are people in the throng walking around a circle, like a circle, and they're being clubbed as they walk around the circle. As they complete the circle, they're given their own clubs. It seems to be some sort of initiation rite. Once this is completed, Edward Gavigan again leads them in their devotions to the Black Pharaoh, rising and lowering his hands. And this goes on for some time.
yeah, what are we gonna do?
Then he goes to the first prisoner tied up on the stake, not Ulysses yet, and he stabs. And because the club's got the iron spike on the end, he stabs the first prisoner through to the heart. And there's more chanting as this prisoner slumps to the floor dead, and there's howling and baying.
I'm going to pull the handgun and aim for his head.
Alright, I'm pulling out my gun as well then. Sounds like we're going
Yeah,
blazing.
same.
Oh, we're all going for that then. In that case, let's switch for this one. Zoe, what are you doing?
I'm going to keep my gun out, take my gun out for the time being.
Okay. So who's
Just
on
putting the
first?
knife away.
What's on second?
What's on second? Yep. Denver, you are up first. And I'm
Right.
going to say, because there's still quite a lot of people between you and him, this is going to be a hard... I'm going to ask you for a hard roll with a penalty dice, because this is a very difficult shot.
All right. How do I do the penalty dice side of things?
Roll
on
it
that?
twice.
Oh,
Roll it twice and take the highest.
all right.
Still hits.
Okay.
Still hits, but you don't hit Gavigan. You hit one of the other cultists who just like dances in front at the time. And as he falls down, Gavigan looks around. Zara Shafiq looks around. They all look into where the shot has come from. And Gavigan raises a hand, and you see 8 figures, almost bodies, climbing their way out of the ground.
God. No.
Eight figures climb out of the what?
Out of the
Ground.
Round.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It was an impulse. It looks like we're into this now.
Okay. So, we're going to go to initiative. What are you doing? Let's see. What are you doing? I would say if this is a straight combat, you all die here.
Well,
Because
my next idea is effectively those fires. Are they near the hostages tied to the posts?
they're dotted around the area.
My original aim as I was coming into this was effectively to try and throw the alcohol into the fires so that the fires pop on each one and potentially do something. The whole straight fight wasn't exactly the plan, but my biggest one is to potentially cast out that fog and start to run around and make a fog around us so that we're at least covered.
Okay. So which one do you want to do first?
I feel now we sort of already made a thing. I feel we'll need to make cover, so I'm going to cast for the fog of misdirection.
Okay, so 2 magic points as you are all surrounded by this green noxious fog.
Oh, I don't need to cast out, or
You don't need to roll. You don't need to roll anything.
Oh.
It just happens.
fair enough.
Next.
Do I need to roll that one for the 1d6 plus 4?
Yeah. Roll
how
me
many
1d6
rounds?
Roll me 1d6 plus 4. Yeah.
Eight rounds.
Okay, so that's you. Who's next on the list? Next up is Zoe.
So there's a fog that surrounded us all.
Yep.
Is that right?
So basically, what I've planned to do is effectively, because it comes from me, from what I see on this one.
Mhm.
So from me, 15 feet forward and 10 feet wide and high. So effectively, we've just made a giant fog blob in front of us.
Mhm.
So between us and them.
Okay. Zoe's going to run further back and crouch down and have the rifle kind of resting on her knee, just waiting for someone to pop through.
Okay. I'll give you guys a free round. Martin.
I don't suppose the fires are connected to these summoned creatures before or something, or is there like, I don't know. I guess I was wondering if there's some way to like tell how they've been summoned to try dispel them.
As far as you don't even really know what these things are, to be honest. And the fires before were just fires. Gavigan seemed to summon them out of the ground.
Okay. My only idea is we need to just chop off the two heads, as it were, but I don't know how we're doing that. I guess try sneak around to avoid the creatures?
Okay. Make me a stealth roll, please.
Okay. I guess I die today.
Yeah, you're trying to sneak around, but I'm going to say there's like no way you can see. They seem to be everywhere. And you can see cultists there as well around everywhere.
Okay.
Tim.
Okay, now these things are then the same ones I read about earlier. The undead servant things.
Similar to it, actually. Yeah, they do remind you of what you saw in Peru. They're not exactly the same, but they do remind you of what you saw in Peru.
Can they be taken care of the same way?
Yes. Pretty much, yes.
Can you remind me how that was? Because Peru was quite some time ago.
I think it's really just hit them very hard.
Like most things.
Yeah.
We hit them pretty hard together.
They're not there.
Okay,
they're not in range of the. Yeah, so they're within weapon range, but not within striking range.
Okay.
Well, a straight fight would
Now,
not favor us,
I'm
you already
just-
know.
I'm just reviewing the situation here, but I'm taking it as a thought we can't really,
You can't see. They can't see you, and you can't see them.
and we can't see Gavigan or what's her face,
Sorry.
No.
meaning we can't just shoot one of them and they'll crumble to pieces. Great. You know what? What the hell? I'll try stealth also.
Okay.
I didn't mean to be doing this, but it's just like reviewing the situation. I don't know what to. Oh,
Better roll than mine.
Okay. Again, you can't really see a way around them. Next up, you see Edward Gavigan, and he can't see you either. Like, he's trying to look, he just sees this blob of like fog, so he can't get a clear line on you. But he's like shouting for his cultists, "Get them! Get them! Bring them to me! Get them!" And you see the 8 creatures, the 8 undead creatures, starting to shamble towards you. They're not very fast.
At least there's that.
Top of the round
well,
again.
at least that's
One thing on us.
After that, I believe it's Denver next.
All right. I'm going to take one of those Molotov cocktails and throw it straight through the mist. Considering that I was already facing at him, I'm going to be trying to move forward and throw. So I'm moving into the mist and throwing one of the Molotov cocktails out.
Okay, make me a throw roll. Actually, there's a throw skill in there.
There is. Oh, this is going to go bad. This went bad.
You throw it. You hear a scream, but it's a high-pitched scream, quite somewhat closer to you. You think you managed to hit a cultist and set him on fire.
Okay, I was worried you'd hit you, Misha.
I was going to say the same. I was like, oh no. It's a case of, there was no aim. It is a case of throw and hope for the god. Other than that, I'm then going to prepare my knife. Because I have a feeling that it's going to be too late with the handgun by the time they're in.
Zoe, you're up next.
Now that Denver's gone into fog cloud, just going to start carving out that pattern and start the chant and start the ritual for the unseen watcher.
Okay, how many magic points are you going to pump in?
I'm going to pump all 9 of my magic points into this.
Now, usually this would take 45 minutes to cast, but I'm going to say that you've been like rolling around. It's like you've been preparing the spell in your head the entire time you've been here, just waiting for the chance. So I'm going to say that 45 minutes has already happened. And can you roll me? Well, first of all, can you make me roll me a D4, please? This would be how much sanity you lose for casting this.
D4.
Yep. So there's lots of things going to happen here now. Oh,
3.
3 points of sanity. Okay. So obviously that kicks off a bout of madness. But before we get to that, roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
100.
Oh no.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's usually very
spell
bad in this system.
The spell fails to go off. You rolled exactly the thing.
I'm not sure whether I'm relieved.
I
I
am.
really want to know what this does.
Something horrible.
And now you're bout of madness. Roll me a 1d10.
Nope, that's 1d100 again, sorry.
That looked
That's a
like
1d10.
That's a 1d10.
Oh, it's not come through yet.
That was an 8. The investigator is incapacitated from laughing, crying, or screaming, or anything else.
I'm just going to go into fits of giggles again.
Again.
Roll me a d10. Roll me a d10.
The best place.
The funniest place on earth.
For the next round, you are incapacitated by giggles, by uncontrollable giggling.
That's lucky.
Martin, as you hear these creatures shambling towards you.
Okay.
Laughing behind you.
I'm just tempted to try listen for a way to try find the way to Gavigan and avoid these shamblers.
Okay, make me a listen roll then.
So that's what I was going for. Nope, the dice hate me today.
Dice hate everybody today. Wow. Again, there's like so much going on around you. You can't get a proper.
And if only you didn't use some luck earlier.
If I hadn't lived the spell to protection, I guess.
Tim.
Yeah, right. So, reviewing, was I close enough to Gavigan to find out where he was?
Gavigan is the other end. You are nowhere near Gavigan at the moment. There's a whole load of cultists and things between you and him.
Okay. I think I'll try listen as well to.
Okay, make me a listen roll.
Son of a.
Again, better than my roll, but not good enough
Wow.
to beat your skill level.
Yeah, at the moment you're all just like clumping together, like waiting for something to appear. Gavigan, you hear Gavigan shouting again, "Get them! What's he doing? Get them! Get them!" And then you hear the shambling getting closer. I think this round they're going to be upon you. So Denver, the first one appears through the mist, and as the first one appears through the fog that you put in place, apart from Zoe, can the three of you make me sanity rolls, please? That's Martin, Denver, and to make me sanity rolls, please. Did you see this thing?
No.
Denver, you take 1 moment. Nothing. You're fine. Martin and Tim, you take D8 sanity?
Oh, that's more than 5. Oh no.
So that's 2 intelligence rolls from the pair of you, please.
Okay.
Damn it! Okay, I'm out, folks. Nice knowing you.
Martin, roll me a D8, please. 5. What's 5? Well, you think as the creature comes through the mist, for the moment, you think you see your brother there. You think it's your brother.
Okay. Okay.
Denver, give it to you on this one. The first one has come through.
Right, is it melee range yet?
Yes, it's within melee range, or you can. I'll say it's up to you. It's either you can either get it close to melee range, or you can try and hit it with a gun.
Saying it's close enough. I think I'm going to be pulling up Loretta. Is Loretta too close?
No, I think that's fine. Yep, I'll give you a bonus die because it's almost point blank range now.
So bonus die roll again.
Yep.
Hard success.
Excellent.
You blow its torso to pieces. It falls down. So that's one down, but a few more to go. Zoe, you're giggling on the ground. Martin, what are you doing? You see your
I
brother.
kind of wonder if Martin gives a scream at this. Give it
Oh
like,
God, yeah.
just so like to say, wait, Oscar, just immediately blown to bits. It's like, yeah, Mom's shaking and so like struggling to handle everything right now.
Okay, Tim, another one comes through and it's within weapon range, so you can try and shoot it.
Okay. Son of a...
Dice are not kind
do
enough.
not favor us.
Two more come through, and one of them is going to attack Denver, I believe.
Right.
Denver. Well, you can either choose to fight back, or to dodge this.
I'll fight back.
Okay. Roll me your fighting brawl, or knife, or whatever weapon you have. Hard success. He critically failed his attack.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna say, because of you got a hard success and he critically failed, I'm gonna say you actually do double damage on him. And you just, like, slash into him, and he also falls to the ground.
2 down, 6 to go, but still.
I'm turning into the Punisher here. This is interesting.
The only one they fear is you.
And Denver, as you slash this thing to the ground, you turn around and you see Gavigan also approaching you, his arms outstretched as if he's going to cast a spell. And it's your go. What do you wish to do?
I am. So is Gavigan. Oh. So, how far away is Gavigan?
He's walking towards you, so he's probably about well within Loretta range, but probably outside Matilda range.
All right. In which case, I'm going to try with Loretta.
Okay.
Damn.
How much was it?
How much was it?
61 on 42. So you do have luck.
I do have luck.
That's 19.
Sorry, I'm going to use the luck.
19
If
luck.
you have it.
So 33 minus 19. Oh, math. What is math?
Okay. And he was walking towards you, and well, once again, Loretta saves the day as you just managed to blow a hole through Gavigan's chest. It's like he's trying to say a spell towards you, but you managed to like cut him off right through, and it just goes straight through him.
Nice.
Gavigan falls to the ground dead, and you see the other six undead creatures also fall to the ground dead. The cult just scatters and runs. And then you see Zara Shafiq walking towards you. a sneer on her face. Well, looks like you've managed to do what I've asked. Thank you for your service. And she raises her hands as well, as if to cast a spell on you.
Okay, well, sorry. Is this still in turn time or combat time?
We're still in turn order. Yeah,
Okay.
we're still in turn order. Zoe, you are next. You are next, and you are.
So, in a brief moment of coming out of the laughter, she's going to quickly kind of scrape off the engraving she's done on the ground, and then she's just going to charge at Zara with the ceremonial dagger out. Going to try and stab her, but also going to try and push her into one of the nearby fires.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
All the while just laughing manically.
So let me just see how this goes. Okay. So, make me your attack roll with your dagger.
I've only got brawl, so
That's fine. That's the skill for dagger. Yep.
Ooh.
You rush towards Zara Shafiq, and I think we're going to have to do what we said that was going to happen. Zara Shafiq raises her hands towards you. There's a bolt of bursting green fire that just falls from her hands, and Zoe is consumed by the fire.
God damn it!
And burnt to a crisp.
Jeez.
Well, that's another one.
yeah.
Martin, you are next.
Okay, well, I had one idea, but she's cast one spell now, so... will you let me do both, or only one of getting the discus out and holding it out whilst next to Denver? Or
I would say getting out and holding it is fast enough to be like the same action, so you can get it out and hold it in front of Denver. Yes.
Yeah. So I get it out with my offhand while still cocking the gun to aim at Zara.
Okay. Tim, Zara is coming towards you, having handily dispatched Zoe.
Okay, so I can't shoot this turn then.
No, I'd say the action was to get your discus out.
Okay. Cool.
I'll try and stab her.
Okay, yep, you can run up to her and try and stab her, so make me your brawl.
Can I use luck for that?
You can use luck for that, definitely. Yep.
Okay, I'll use luck.
Knife goes into her for 3 points of damage, and she's looking around at you as if actually she should be fighting back, shouldn't she? She doesn't parry it, so she looks around at you, sneering as if to say you're next. But you do some damage to her.
Knives are good.
Next up is Denver, I believe.
Okay, how far away is...
She's very close now. She's very close.
How many yards, roughly?
Probably about 20. Enough for you to run up.
Okay. I want to start running up, and as soon as I'm in range, I'm going to be starting to shoot with Matilda on the way.
Okay, yep. Make me Matilda roll.
Trying to keep up with the discus.
9 points of damage.
Ooh.
How much luck do you have, out of interest?
14.
Ooh, not enough. Okay, but that 9 points of damage is definitely enough to she definitely feels like, in fact, that's a major wound on her. You see a big burst of blood come out from her shoulder. She needs to make a Constitution roll to see if she stays upright. Constitution is 17. Yeah, she just about sways on her feet, but she manages to stay standing on her feet. But she is looking very, very hurt. Martin.
Okay, so I'm keeping
Sizzling
up...
noises.
Well, still giggling, was that?
Sizzling noises.
Yeah.
You did have your gun out.
Yep. I'm keeping up with Denver, and I'm gonna shoot. Join in the shooting.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot!
Pretty sure that's handgun.
Don't hit me.
Oh no!
Well, at least it wasn't a fumble then, otherwise it probably would have hit you.
Goes
Valid
wide.
point.
It goes
Yeah.
wide. What's Zara going to do? She's hurt. She's going to lash out. She's going to lash out at the closest target, the one who hurts her. Denver, she's coming after you. So 13 left. How many hit points? Just don't ask them that question. Okay. Denver, she's also going to draw. She's also going to point her hands at you, and the green fire comes out at you.
Oh, got the discus though.
You've got the discus. That's interesting. Yes.
That's what I'm trying to multitask. It's like I saw she was doing spell. It's like that's what this thing is for.
I feel like
That's
you're
good,
doing
actually.
Captain America at the moment.
The little discus.
You know what? I'm going to say discus deflects some of the damage. So Denver, you take 6 points worth of damage as this thing laps over you, but the emblem on the discus does deflect the majority of it away from you. And she looks very angry about that. She wasn't expecting that to happen. And now it is Denver's turn.
All right. Well, in which case, carrying on up, pulling out that ceremonial dagger. Don't know whether it's going to make any special difference or whatnot at all.
Knife is a knife.
I'm going to try and ram it down that throat of.
Okay. Okay. How much?
I have enough. I have enough to.
Do you want to do it?
I'll spend it. I'll make the success.
Okay.
Yeah, I literally have to use 14 to do it.
Welcome to.
I have literally enough luck to do it. So.
Oh,
welcome
brilliant!
To the poor on Little Luck Club.
You do manage to run it through. You get to her. She tries to like parry it, but she's like lost too much blood now, and she just like it's like a slow movement. She managed to get in there, stick it into her throat, and she falls down, gurgling blood, dead.
Okay,
And
time to check on those prisoners.
He's dead. Great. I survived another one.
So the first prisoner is dead. He was stabbed through the heart.
Yeah.
The other two, including Yalisha, are still alive, but catatonic for what they've seen.
Can't say I blame them.
The rest of the cultists have just scattered and gone. They just like run for it. So we can narrate the next few days, what happens over the next few days, as I imagine you probably put a call into Barrington or someone from Scotland Yard.
Yeah, let's get these two somewhere safe, and
Yep.
someone can find where they get them home, I guess.
Okay. I would say at some points you also managed to explore the house itself a bit,
Yay.
and you do find a secret room, Gavigan's secret room that Gavigan had in this house. You do find some things in here that may be of interest. You find a letter addressed to Omar el-Shakti of Egypt. Somebody wishes to read this?
I'll go for that.
Mm-hmm.
January 1925. My dear Gavigan, in his name do we serve. As the work of our Lord and Master grows ever nearer to completion, I must ask you, with all due politeness, to consider the return of that which your predecessor and his associates acquired from us from less than honest circumstances. As we are allies in this great endeavor, I seek not to dwell on past slights and inconveniences, but to move forward. I hope that this is your wish also. And with this in mind, the return of the bust to its true home will not only be a gesture of goodwill, but also a reaffirmation of oh, our most august and beneficial brotherhood. Your humble servant, Omar al-Shakti.
You also find some entries, some ledger entries that he must have been working on, that must have been worked on quite recently. It's deliveries to and from, again, Hofang is in there. Henson Manufacturing, again, reference to the Pale Viper. Ancient machine parts from Houston, Australia, delivered to Henson Manufacturing. Statues being sent to Randolph Shipping in Australia. Delivery to Omar El Shakti. Delivery to an Arjar Singh, astronomical charts to an Arjar Singh in Kenya as well.
Yeah.
And the last thing you find is an unfinished letter. Martin, read this one, please. The text is underneath because that's quite difficult handwriting.
Yeah, thank you for having the transcript below. For the attention of Pale Viper. Oh. Elias has been dealt with by our friends in New York. Now we must turn to our other problems, namely Jack Brady. I understand that he may be in Shanghai and ask if you would divert your resources to hunting him down. It is stupefying that this trouble-living man has evaded us for so long. He may become an obstacle to our great plan. If you wish, I will.
And something about that letter seems strange to you.
I mean, the sign-off is really weird.
It is unfinished.
Oh, right, okay.
But Jack Brady, he's supposed to be dead.
I suspect this is before I joined.
No, he is one of the Carlisle expedition.
Oh, right, but we did establish that we probably figured they were probably alive.
Well, now you've got proof of at least one of them is alive.
Aye.
Which one was Jack Brady?
He was the aide. He was the fixer for the. Well, I say the fixer. He was. I believe it's called the factotum. He was the one who was essentially their muscle, pretty much.
Interesting. Not exactly the one you'd expect to be alive.
And as the dust settles over Misr House, I believe that is where we wrap up this session and the England chapter. When we return, we'll have a new place. We'll have decided where to go next, what new place to go next, and presumably we have a new ally joining our ranks. But for now, let's have our stars and wishes. We'll start with Ben.
I mean, to be fair, when it comes down to that last part, I wasn't expecting it to go as balls to the wall crazy, but it was amazing. Just to say, I really made up thinking, geez, for the sake of the final battle, that was amazing and quite beautiful there. As well as another star is just for the sake of the whole seeing sanity going out the window is such a good one to see as well.
Yeah, we should
Such
be
an
able to roll
interesting.
for luck and skills and stuff.
We do that off stream. No, in time, yeah.
For the sake beyond that, I don't really have any particular wishes. I mean, certainly going forward when it comes down, I am just very eager to see what comes up next.
Mm-hmm.
It is, as it always does, it invigorates me very much into the story side of things. If anything, I I just want to get a bit more information now, in particular about that Henry. That's got my taste buds going now.
Henry?
Oh, sorry,
Jack
the
Brady.
survivor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brady.
Brady,
Okay, yeah.
Brian, go next.
Stars. Well, if you haven't guessed from how quiet I was anticipating the whole final confrontation, if you want to call it that, because that's what I was most eager for, and I just loved the whole thing. Excellent climax from the chapter. Additional star, the complete and utter surprise of that climbing wall I made.
Wishes?
Wishes. Uh, don't know. Maybe that will be off to Egypt next or something.
Doubtful.
Why not?
Well, we're getting more. We're getting most of our leads have been to Australia and Shanghai.
Stanza.
Stars getting more leads. Like we're finding out about this pale viper and about Jack Brady. So like could be. It sounds like a likely ally to link up with. Stars. I hope that Martin can manage to do more contribute better in the future. I mean, I was tempted to ask to request an idea roll at one point.
And Robin.
Woo! No character dead. No, really good session. I've really enjoyed like dipping into the madness and like the tension between Zoe and Denver. Like, despite him threatening her life, she's so far gone in the insanity. It's like, I don't care. Wishes that I enjoy playing the new character just as much because Zoe has been incredibly fun to play.
For me, stars. I love that we came to the end of the chapter. It just like didn't go the way I was expecting it at all, but it was just like it was great.
You were expecting me to die, weren't you?
What were you expecting?
Wishes. Well, I wish the summon spell had gone off.
Yes, that would be my
Coming
wish.
close.
Because that would have changed the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
In a good way or a bad way?
Yes.
Well, if you want to,
Yes.
well, just because I wanted to show you this. This is what it would have summoned.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Oh my.
Wow.
And on that note, it only remains to say thank you all very much for watching. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, see when we go live. Please join us on Discord, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh.